I left school at 16 and a half and started work. And it was probably 18 months after I started work that the family started saying that I wasn't hearing things. I went to the specialist in Dunedin Hospital, who very gruffly informed me that I needed hearing aid and that I needed an operation. He gave me the first behind the ear hearing aid, which shattered me because at that age, at that time, we're talking mid-1960s, late 60s, to be deaf and have a hearing aid was that you were deaf and dumb. You know, it's pretty upset. And it was really hard to accept. Shortly after receiving that, I had the first operation on the ear, which was apendectomy on the right ear. The operation didn't work, and I lost hearing in my left ear as a result. And about a year later, they operated on the left ear, and I lost more hearing out of my right ear. It was probably 2.5 years later, when I was 25, 26, that basically overnight, at a weekend, I completely lost everything I had. That was the way it was for the next 25 years roughly. So I was 49 when I got my first implant. And we went through the process of the switch on, went home for lunch that day to have a break in the morning. And Sally, who was our youngest daughter at that point, and she walked behind me and she said, "Dad, I need $100. And I said, "What the hell for?" And it was then after I swung round and looked at it, I suddenly thought, that's not what I've heard before. That's her speaking. I get emotional about it because just can't help. You know, I suddenly realised how much it had impacted me, how much I missed out. I had a letter arriving home saying it was the first AGM of the Southern Cochlear Implant Program. So I went to the meeting. Unfortunately, at the meeting, I asked the wrong question of saying, why were they doing so much for children and not doing anything about adults? And I was told, well, if you want to do that, you might as well come along. So that was the start of the journey with Skip, which has continued for 22 years. When I received the notification that I had been awarded the MNZM, it was really, I never expected it. It was totally unexpected. For me, it reflects the work of Skip and the great work that they've done, as opposed to being an award to me. It's an award to the whole Skip organisation. We've just got passionate people. Passionate people on the board who simply buy in with what the organisation is doing. Passionate people in the staff who just want to do it. I can't think or see any other organisation or something like that is so passionate about the people and so passionate about what we do. I think the proudest moment is just looking back and saying, wow, what have we done? How have we done what we've achieved, and how have we helped so many people to get what I got? And that was all I ever. Right from the start, I never wanted anything more than to help someone else get what I've got. For me, at the moment, sitting in my position, what we are today and where we're going, I still have this dream that everybody who needs an implant gets an implant, that we're able to assess people and access them quicker and earlier, and people don't have to wait until they're profoundly deaf to get people implanted before they lose their hearing. To have unlimited funding available to those who need it, and who can improve and have a better quality of life. It's so much deeper than just something merely hearing a conversation. The impact on family, the whole life is just so massive and so important. The dream for me would be to step away from this role with funding available for everybody who needs